Well, I'm about to say Jake. Or Jake, ask. Who are you talking about? Nope. She said you guys.
Yep.
Talk about me and Jake.
You tried to be nice to him, but guess what? It was about to
So, any fake friends in your life, get them out now, because all they're going to do is just hold you back. And I found out the hard way about fake friends. Like I said, Kat, Adam, or Kat, you're all fake friends. There's numerous people I can count who's true friends to me. Let me pull them up. Shall I? First person I'm about to start with, Jake. All my true friends that you ever need in your entire life. And if you guys don't believe me, go around and ask your friends if they're being true friends to you. Ask them if they're always gonna be there for whenever you need them.
Hey, Double.
Joe.
Oh, here's one of the guys we were talking about too, about who's one of our true friends.
And like,
I'm not a true friend.
well, check what you are, Double. Because like what I was saying, true friends always listen to what other true friends have to say. Am I right? KCG, Adam, Caitlin, you all don't listen to what we have to say. It's all about your guys' selves. So let's go down the list of all who my good friends are, shall I?
You already started with me, so don't say my name again.
My friend Matthew. Matthew, if you're watching my stream, actually should I say,
Fuck you.
my friend Matthew Lambert, if you're watching my stream, you're a true friend. You've been there since 4th grade. When I was at all-time low, you cheered me up. That's where I get my personality from. Is from people cheering me up from you.
Oh god. You have a shitty personality. I mean, what?
Not right now, Double.
Dalton. Also, if you're watching this, you also cheered me up.
I don't think you watch.
My friend Firefighter from PS3. If you're watching my YouTube channel later, you're a true friend. Hope you get PS4 soon. My friend Gilberto Medina, yeah, Medina. Been there since high school, true friend. Let's see who else.
Don't include me.
Marines. I mean, you've been. I mean,
No good friend.
I mean, I've been like I basically told you some of my bad ideas, or not bad ideas, but I basically told you some of my troubles. You were there to cheer me up. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I told my friend Double.
Yes.
Yeah, when I told him about
Did you tell me that as well?
when I told my friend Double about my dad's passing, he was there to cheer me up when I was at an all-time low. My dad's been there whenever I need him. When I had eye patches, like when I had 4 eye surgeries, he was there to give me eye patches when I needed them. Gave me my first Game Boy, taught me how to work on cars, taught me how to fix stuff.
So you're on the big man.
Like basically what a guy needs to know to survive, he's taught me.
Hey, Zach.
Hold on. PD. Been here since PS3. Told you some of the bad times I have in my family. You were there to cheer me up. True friend. Already mentioned you, Red. True friend. Like, I have so many people on my friends list that's a true friend. I can give you a couple more. I already said Adam. Or, I already said Alexander. Well, technically
wrong person
Alexander.
there.
Alexander, double. Kind of can't tell the difference, but true friend. Adam, if you're watching this, I hope your YouTube channel dies in hell. I hope people sabotages your YouTube channel.
No, don't say that because then you'll get a lawsuit when it actually does happen.
And quite frankly, I don't care what happens. Like I said, if I get one message from you or Kat on Discord or PS4, I'm not gonna talk to. I'm not gonna accept it because you guys are not true friends. One of my friends should be on. My friend Jeffrey Edwards, Rich homie, if you're watching this, we met PS3, Destiny, PS3, been there for a while, true friend.
I'll be here for a while.
Bad boy, true friend. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back.
Though he doesn't even play with us anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, come join me. Come join the share play, my boy.
Where are you playing?
Battlefield. Come on, watch.
Well,
Who knows? If it's the right map, you might see me be in a jet. I think it is. Yes, it is.
I always love flying jets in Battlefield.
Oh yeah,
Alright guys, I'm back. But anyway, back to the topic.
Adam, can you hop on to Battlefield?
What?
Did you say Adam?
No,
Wrong person, dude.
I didn't say Adam.
I heard Adam.
I think I did.
I heard Adam as well. If you did, it's a common mistake. I called Adam double by accident one time and he got offended. Which also was,
I really want
which if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure true friends won't get offended by calling their names by accident too.
Yep. I mean, I really won't care.
But like true friends is basically your family, like friends of family.
Mhm.
Ben Medino,
Which I have neither.
UPS. If you're Ben, met at UPS first year or first day of Cornerstone. If you're watching this, true friend. My friend Keith from UPS. If you're watching this, true friend as well. True friends, basically, the definition in my terms of true friends is people who, one, listen to everything you have to say. KTG, Adam, Caitlin, none of you cheered me up. Quite frankly, not being mean, but I quite don't care what happens after this video. Kat, her real name's Caitlin, and she doesn't like being called that.
Yeah, she told me and Shabazz before all this happened.
Who?
Kat.
Okay, yeah.
Her real name's Caitlin, she doesn't like being called Caitlin.
Oh.
My Uncle Jeremy. Uncle, if you're watching this, true friend. Also,
I doubt it.
I mean, he is actually a true friend. Like, if I have problems, he's...
No, not that part.
What, about the true friend?
No. Shit, how do you go into third person in this game?
I don't know,
That's
but
players.
like, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now. Ask each and every one of your friends, whether on PlayStation or in real life, if they're your true friends. If they say yes, ask them one thing. How do you know? If they say because, tell them that's not your answer, or that's not a real answer, and that you want a better answer. If they give you a false answer, tell them one thing that cheered you up. If they don't know one thing, then they're not true friends. Because most true friends remember when they cheered you up. Am I right, Jake?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? Am I right, Double?
No.
That's bullshit.
I knew he would say that.
And I mean, true friends joke around with each other.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon to see your
God
friend.
damn it.
It's not uncommon to see your friend joke around.
You just distract me, you cunt.
Who?
You.
Well, sorry.
You ain't sorry.
But anyway, like, true friends are there for whenever you need them. I have so many at UPS that are true friends. Like, if I knew they weren't true, I'd tell them you're not my friend anymore.
You ain't my friend and
Boy, Boy, I will find out where you live, Double.
do it.
I know you live in Indiana.
Fucking do it.
Oh, we all know that.
What, can you not hear the corn worshiper in my voice?
I can hear the country in your voice.
Yeah, I can too.
Corn worshiper, not country.
I can hear the Marines in your voice.
No.
That
I'm
not
gonna fucking do it.
not that kind of Marines. But that's why I'm always asking my friends, and be like on PlayStation and in real life, if they're my true friends. Because
What do they say? No.
most of them say yes. Well, actually, all of them say yes. Actually, now that I think about it, they all say yes. And I mean, I'm just happy that my friends are there for wherever I need them. Because if I had not, Matthew, if you're watching this, if I have not met you in 4th grade, I don't think we would have been friends this long. Dalton, same thing. Freddie, same thing. John, if you're watching this, same thing. You guys are all true friends to me. Like, we all went to both, like, we all rode the bus, went to, like, some of us rode the bus together, some of us went to VOTEC together. Matthew, John. Actually, yeah, Freddie went too. All went to VOTEC with me. Dalton, you rode the bus with us sometimes, until you moved. But, like I said, I don't tolerate fake friends in my life.
You are a fake friend.
Untrue friends I don't tolerate.
Hey, Zach.
What?
You wanna hop onto Battlefield and play with me?
Yeah, I will in a few after I get done making this video.
I'm probably gonna go play Call of Duty. I don't have Battlefield anymore.
But like,
I traded.
but like, I always make sure to check. I always make sure to evaluate my friendships because not everyone stays in your life forever.
Mhm.
I have friends that I have friends I thought would stay with me for a while and end up betraying me within a few weeks that I met them. After I met my friend Matthew, that's when I started carefully choosing my friends. I'm not accusing everybody of being fake friends or untrue friends. But the ones that are, you know who I'm talking about. Like I said,
Mhm.
Adam, you already know I'm talking about you. Caitlin, you already know I'm talking about you. If you guys want to know where I live, only hint I'm going to give you, there's only 2 hints I'm going to give you. One hint I'm going to give you about my birthday. Look, 1990 and move your way forward. Want my address? I'm going to tell you right now, I just live in Mississippi. If you find my house, good luck. Hope you get out here alive. Because down here in the state of Mississippi, if you trespass on our property, we have the right
Nobody
to shoot
cares.
you and drag you to our threshold. YouTube, if you watch this, it's technically not considered a threat. It's actually a fact. Because even the cops down here in the South and Mississippi don't care if you shoot someone and drag them to your threshold for trespassing. And I'm not telling you what kind of guns I have until you're locked up. Like right when you get put in handcuffs, that's what I'm gonna tell you, and then that's when I'm gonna be moving.
And I'll be back.
Cause you guys see my wall behind me right now? Hey, let me give you a little. Let me show you a little bit. You see all that right now? In a year or two, that's not gonna be there anymore. In a year or two, I'm out of this house. I'm moving in somewhere else. So it may look familiar.
And hopefully we'll still be in contact, me and you.
Oh, me, you, Double, and everyone else will be. Because I mean, after I probably won't be on for a couple weeks after I move. Because moving furniture and everything, and getting some Wi-Fi. But after that, I will be on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was talking about like with Discord and everything till I get a phone number.
So like everything you saw behind me, it's not gonna be there in a year or two. I already know who my true friend is that I'm moving in with. And Tori, if you're watching this, you're it.
Oh.
There's nothing
Tori,
serious. There's
your
nothing
girlfriend.
serious between me and her. It's just friends.
No, he said Corey.
Tori, not Corey.
Ah.
Me and her are friends only. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back to fish this. I got to bring a dog in. Hold on. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. And like I said, I'm not accusing everyone of being fake friends because, I mean, you know when you're being a fake friend. And you don't want to listen to your friends say one single word. You always want to say it's about you.
So me.
Technically, it's not always about you. I mean, we may always joke saying it is.
Yeah.
And one more thing, Adam, Caitlin, KTG, if you're watching this, all the pranks you do every day gets old really quick. That's why when you tell jokes, I leave the party. And every time I do, Red's always the next one to go, because he's sick and tired of it too. You may say that, oh, I'm so immature. No, the only reason why is because because for one, your pranks are so lame. For two, you act.
Yeah.
For two, you act like you're two. And I have everyone to help agree with that. Because what
You're really fucking good.
what I just said to you guys in the last 2 videos, because my live stream quit working.
Yeah, turned into a 3-part series.
Exactly is what they said. They exactly what I said. All acting like 2-year-olds.
Mom, say I love you.
All right. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Right. You know what? Get your fucking fat ass onto this.
Hold on.
No. Oh. This guy's really setting up my new phone. While flying the F-35.
How fast is it in game? No, 35.
300 or so.
God dang. If they ever come out with the Top Gun DLC for GTA 5, I'm getting the aircraft carrier. I'll get the aircraft carrier in a heartbeat.
Oh, someone just crashed the J3.
Not experienced enough.
I mean, sorry, J20.
I'm better at flying helicopters in that game than I am at jets.
How the fuck? Jets are 10 times easier.
Well, I used to play that game all the time. I still play Battlefield Hardlines.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to deal with something. Yeah, like the three people I just mentioned always act like a 2-year-old. Their jokes, like they always tell jokes, and 99% of it was lame. Where did Double go?
He's still here.
Can you not hear the tracers being fired in the background?
No, I actually can't. And KTG, Adam, Caitlin, you always have played some of the shittiest songs. Like rock, like Twisted Sister for one. AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Kiss. All the 70s, 80s, and 90s rock bands I grew up to listening, that I listen to this day still, and you say they're shitty?
I think they're pretty good. Those songs.
That's your opinion.
Not those bands.
When I played one song, like the one song that I played that my dad loved when he was still alive, Ramble On by Led Zeppelin. I played it in his honor because he loved it so much. Like shortly after, like later after he, like after I got everything, I played Ramble On by Led Zeppelin once every day because of my dad. And I was starting through some of my comments because yes, YouTube, I read some of my comments. You guys were wondering what my dad looked like before he passed. The guy on my left shoulder was my dad. The guy on my right was my peepaw. This was taken the day of my graduation. I'll look at this and always remember about my dad. And yes, YouTube, I read some of my comments. And you guys were wondering what my dad looked like today. And you guys want to know so bad what he looks like right now? I'll tell you. You see this? This is a bullet casing, or this is like, basically, you guys might be wondering right now why I chose a bullet. It's because me and my dad had so much in common. We like fishing, hunting, working on cars, watching NASCAR, watching sports. Hell, he even taught me how to drive. Twice. I'm not gonna say it was legal or illegal, because I'm not gonna tell you which one. But he taught me how to drive. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my dad. And he's even the one who told me this story that I'm telling you right now. About fake friends. Because my dad thought I never listened. Well, Dad, now that you're gone, I was actually listening the whole time. I just didn't pay attention. And yes, I realize that fake friends is a serious problem. And like I said, I'm not gonna keep dealing with these fake friends who claim they're my actual friends. Cause I don't, cause like there may be one or two of my friends list that I forgot about. If I forgot about you, and you claim that you cheered me up, I asked you how, and you don't have a reply about it, you might as well delete yourself off my friends list right now. Scorpion, not you, cause I know every time me and you play Fallout 76, when I'm feeling down, you cheer me up. It's that thing with.
Oh, speaking of 76, I'll be joining you soon.
Alright, same thing with Red. Same thing with Double. I mean, Double's cheering me up when I was down all the time. You remember that, Double? Cause like I said, my definition of true friends is the ones that cheers you up the most. Doesn't lie to you like Adam and Caitlin and KTG did. Also, one other person, Mike. If you're watching this, Mike, you're one of them too. I deleted and blocked you months ago before I even made this video. You're still a fake friend. Because you may still talk to Adam. But guess what? I don't want to see you on my broadcast either. KTG, you either. Adam, you either. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, Caitlin, if you watch broadcasts, I don't want you on mine either. You may be wondering why? Because of this right here, fake friends. Untrue friends. Claiming that I was never there to support you when times were at an all-time low. And if I'm not mistaken, let's go back to like a month ago on Discord. Hold on. Let me just do one thing. I'll get to that in a second. Hold on. Alright, so this came from an old friend, Cat, probably about a month or two ago. And if you're watching this, Cat,
why haven't we?
just know you're one of those fake friends, because here's exactly what you said. I'm honestly over fake friends and backstabbing people. When I'm there for someone and they aren't back, like, it's like, WTF, I supported you and then I get an okay or not even a good night. Let's see where you said you, let's see where you claimed that you said that, let's see where you claimed that me and Double were good friends to you. Oh, also, I forgot about one other person, too. Kirk.
Oh, yeah,
fuck
for sure.
Kirk, you are definitely...
We can agree on him.
You were definitely a fake friend. To everybody. You were cancer to everybody. I don't even... If you have a girlfriend, I don't even see how you have a date. Not being me. I certainly don't. Because you are a pain to everybody. Ah, here it is. It was actually this month. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday. Cat Rose, 12 12, 2018. This is why I don't let people come to my live, except for you and Double. Y'all's is the one. Y'all's is the trust ones. Learn English, Caitlin.
Y'all is the trust ones.
Yeah, technically, it's y'all are the trusted ones. Learn English. And if you thought we were the trusted ones, then why do you backstab us then? Like you claim that you hate. Right, Double? Right, Red?
Mm-hmm.
Because you claim you hate people backstabbing you, but you don't bother going around backstabbing other people. So Kirk, Mike, KTG, Caitlin, and Adam, you all are liars, backstabbers, untrusted friends, untrue to everybody. Like I said, Adam, I don't know how you still have a YouTube account. I don't still know how you have 20 subscribers, but guess who unsubscribed? Me. And guess who doesn't feel
Me too.
Oh, by the way, Jake did too. Guess who doesn't feel any regret? Me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care if you have more subscribers than I do. Because it's not about competition. Most people like to claim it's about content. My definition of YouTube? Fun. Having fun with all my true friends. Everyone that was there for me when I was down. And YouTubers, like I said, I cannot stress this enough about fake friends. So please, after you watch this video, please, and I'm begging you, please, ask all your friends in your phone or in your contacts or whoever, ask them who's there for. Like if I was in a situation that I could not get out of, I got a couple people on my phone contacts that I can trust to get me out. That can help me find a solution to that problem. When it comes to you guys claiming to be real friends when all you do is just backstab other people, I'm not letting that fly. Because you know I'm going to take matters into my own damn hands. And Caitlin, when I played Ramble On by Led Zeppelin, because my dad said that when he died, he wanted either me or my sister to play that song for an hour. When I played it, and that hour was up, you went off on me for no apparent reason. I told you my dad's last wish to me or my sister. I told you I was going through a tough time still. Not too long ago, yesterday would have been the first year of my dad's passing. Yeah, I got the news on Christmas Eve, 11:30 in the morning. And
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
And I'm not going off on all you people on YouTube. I'm just telling you what had happened in my life. And I'm not saying this happened today. No, this happened back when I first met him. With one person that started it all, who we can all agree on, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
He basically tore us all apart. And so we basically been enemies, but we've been playing as long as possible. Like we've been playing together, trying to hold people together as long as possible. But it's just not going to work anymore. And like I said, I'm not going off on all you YouTubers. I'm trying to get you to get the concept of fake friends. You may think this is a scam or something, but it's not. I'm telling you, fake friends are real. You may think it's no big deal, but when it happens to you, you're gonna realize it's a big deal. Like I told, if I'm not mistaken, Red was like if I'm not mistaken, Red was actually in the party when I told Adam and Caitlin that my dad had passed.
I was there. I remember.
And if I'm not mistaken, one of them even laughed at it. And I knew that was a red flag, but I didn't think anything of it at the time. That's what started the whole thing. Mike even did the same thing because he was in this party as well. Kirk, same thing. I'm just trying to get the concept in your guys' head that fake friends are real. Like I said, I'm not trying to go off on you guys. I'm trying to get the concept in your head about fake friends and who to evaluate every day. Because I have some friends that's in college down in Starksville at Mississippi State. And if I had a problem not too long ago, and like, I never tell anybody this, but I hardly ever cry. But when my dad passed away last year, when I got the news, I've cried for 4 hours, y'all. I'm not lying. 4 hours. And, if I'm not mistaken, Red actually heard me crying on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was either Caitlin or Kirk who actually started laughing that I cried.
Pretty sure it was Caitlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually was, and it's not when you lose a loved one that you were super close to. Like me and my dad were super close. When you lose a loved one, it's not funny at all. It's heartbreaking. And I don't tell very many people this, but my dad passed away to liver failure because he drank himself to death. He drank alcohol every day. And when he was in the hospital, I live in South Haven. Well, technically, I live in Mississippi, the top of Mississippi, 5 minutes from Memphis. And he was over at a hospital not too far from my house. Like the hospital was like 2 minutes from my house. And after he was there the second time, because like before my dad's passing, before he ended up in hospital, before all this even happened, my mom and my dad got into fights all the time. I told my dad that I wish he would stop drinking more, or I wish he would, I told him, I don't mind if you drink, but I don't want you drinking as much to the point where you're drunk. He asked me why. I told him because when you do and you argue with my mom, it feels like my whole life, because like at times, it's gonna be kind of hard to explain, but like my life was all the way up here. After the fight, went straight downhill like a runaway train on the hill, and it was, oh my god, it was not a pretty sight. Not once was it a pretty sight. Okay, sometimes he was violent when he was drunk. And one day he actually pushed my mom up against the wall. Hard, like I heard, and I opened my door, and my mom told my dad just be right out. I was not out there, because if I had saw it, I would have punched him in the face. I know it was my dad, but I'm like the protective one in the family. When I see something like that happen, I take action in my own hands. And I don't know if I met Jake. I don't know if I met you when all this happened, but
No, you didn't. It was last year you met me.
But I know one day I told one of my neighbors, who my dad. Like, I actually told technically, I told one of my neighbors who didn't know my dad. And he wanted to try to talk to my dad. I told him no, because if he found out, I was going to get in trouble for it.
I would have called 911.
Because my dad did not like anyone, like my dad did not want me telling anybody. And I pulled my dad aside after hearing what my mom did, and I told my dad, if I ever find out you push my mom against the wall or hurt her again, I will punch you in the face. I will call 911 on you. And y'all, I know this is off topic of fake friends, but y'all, do not drink and drive like my dad did. He did it every day. I was on the bowling team for 3 years, and actually I have the award, actually. I got a couple years ago. This is what I got a couple years ago when I was on the bowling team for my high school. My one and only year I got it, and I was proud. But my dad had to work when I got this, and I was upset. I got home, showed it to him. And, like, we're still dealing with the loss of my dad, and 1 year, I had to be picked up from bowling practice. My mom was too busy cooking. My dad came to pick me up. Pulled down in front of a semi. Almost like, and like I would if that semi, and y'all, I'm not exaggerating this one bit. My dad pulled out onto a busy road. Semi coming his way, pickup truck coming my way. Y'all, I saw my life flash before my eyes that night. Thought of so many things I have not done yet. And this was when I was still in high school. This was my junior year of high school. Actually, no. It was either sophomore or junior. I can't remember. I had not completed high school yet. I didn't even get a good job that I have now, UPS. I've not done any of the stuff I want to. Because that night, I'm not exaggerating, I saw my life flash before my eyes. And when we got home, he was staggering a little bit. I knew he was drunk. Like, he was swerving the oncoming lane, so once we got near my neighborhood, I opened the door, he told me to get back in the car. I got my bowling ball, walked out the car, shut the door of the truck, just walked back the first way home. 10 minutes. Because I had two close calls that night. One with the semi pickup truck coming both ways. And my dad actually almost hit another car. And I was not saying that car one more time. But y'all, please, and I'm not being rude, and I'm not saying you should, but if you want to know who's really in your life, you really want to know who's in your life, and you want to know who your true friends are, ask your friends. Like, ask your friends if they're your true friends. If they are, and they say they claim they are, tell them, name one thing you did to cheer me up. Because I did that not too long ago, and they cannot remember the one time they cheered me up. And if I'm not mistaken, a couple days ago, Kat was like, "I'm sorry that I started laughing about your dad being in the hospital and dying and stuff." If you were sorry, you would have said the first time, you wouldn't have been laughing. That's why I'm making a big deal about this to you guys. Because I had to physically find out the hard way about fake friends. About untrue friends. They are real, man. They are real out there, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, I'm not being exaggerating when I say they are real, because they are real. And like, I cannot exaggerate enough. I'm done with fake friends. And like, if you guys want, you can go check out you could check out one of their YouTube channels. I wouldn't recommend it because, I mean, he basically just clickbaits you guys. That's all he does.
Mhm.
Like, I watched one of his videos, and I mean, me, I don't mind having an intro and outro. I love to have one. But him, he's just silent during his entire recording until it's time for him to talk. And, I mean, like I said, It's always about finding out who your true friends are. Like, I mean, I cannot stress that enough, guys. And you might be thinking I'm lying, but I'm actually not, guys. I'm actually telling you the truth about fake friends. They are real. They are out there. Whether you like to believe it or not, they are out there. I physically had to find out the hard way. And when you tell them about your dad being in hospital or something, and they laugh about it, they're not your true friend. Just delete them off your friends list immediately. Because like some of my coworkers at work asked me about my dad. That's what he liked to do when he was alive, and I can't talk about it without breaking into tears. Like, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm trying to hold back tears right now.
I can hear your voice. It's alright.
Because every day I wake up and the first thing I see is my dad and my dad's father's face on that picture on my left and right shoulders that I just showed you. And we have an ash, we have some of his ashes in an urn on our mantle, or not our mantle, our entertainment center. And I walk past it every day. And like when I first found out my dad had passed, I thought he was gonna become home alive. He came home in the way I did not want him to come home. My worst fear had literally came true when my mom said we need to talk. Died last year between 6 or 6:30 in the morning in a nursing home. And my dad actually, and I'm telling you a story about what my dad told me. He told me this before he passed, when he was in the hospital the second time here in Mississippi. He told me because before he passed, I showed him statistics on what drink would do to your liver. That it slowly progresses, like it slowly destroys your liver until the point it cannot function anymore. And one day he was all yellow, like his skin, his eye. The doctors told him that his liver was failing, and I basically knew at that point he was going to die. And the first time he came home, a couple days later, he had to go back to the hospital. And we went to go visit him, and my dad told me and me alone to, he asked for me and me alone. And he told me if I had taken seriously on drinking a lot more seriously, none of this would have happened. And I mean, I was almost in tears, and he told me always to make, because he told me that he was dying. He said that I'm not gonna be here forever. And he told me that he only had a certain amount of time left to live. And he told me always to evaluate my friendship every once in a while to make sure that people are actually there to support me, not holding me down, not letting me from blossom. And the one thing I remember before he passed, before all this went down, was the same thing I just told you about letting me from blossom, and he reminded me of that before he passed. And he told me to give him a hug. I gave him a hug, walked out the door, and my mom and my sister saw I was about to burst into tears and asked me what was wrong. And after that, I broke down full crying mode, and the nurse asked me, came with my mom and asked what was wrong. Because I didn't know, at the time, I didn't know that was the last time I was going to get my dad before he passed. And like, when your parents tell you something, they literally mean it. Like when my dad told me about fake friends, like told me about fake friends and all this, I thought he was joking at first. And then couple months after, a couple months after he passed, I met
What?
Caitlin, Adam,
Double, we'll tell you later.
and I like it was like 2 months before he even passed that I met Caitlin, Red, Adam, and them, and I told Caitlin, Adam, Red, and them that my dad was gonna die soon, but we didn't know how much time he had left, and she started laughing about it. That's when you know.
I was serious about everything you were talking about.
When you hear your friend laugh about your dad dying, that's when you know it's time to just break the strings with them. And like I said, I didn't think anything of it because I was still depressed about the news that my dad's about to die. Like I said, he was at the hospital where I live twice. One down south, once. 2 different nursing homes. After he passed, left me, my mom, my sister with a bill of $60,000 from everywhere he's been for treatment. And I told Red, KTG, Adam, Kirk, and they all but one started laughing.
Besides me.
Like, the only person that did not laugh was Red. That's your true friend. And if you guys have any relatives that passed, I feel sorry for you, because I know the burden. I actually have one thing that I have to show you real quick. I got this at my grandpa's funeral. This flower is from my granny that passed away September 1st, a couple of years ago. I sat down shocked, was in tears for at least an hour or two, because me and her were close, my sister and her were closer. The bottom one, orange, that's my peepaw, passed away not too long ago. Actually passed away shortly after I got the job at UPS. Was going to tell him that I got the job. He never got to tell him. The middle one, guys, right here, my dad. Like, my dad was never, like, after my dad's passing, I felt sorry for I felt sorry because, I mean, I still tell some people about the advice my dad gave me, and I tell them to some of my friends, and they followed my dad's advice about evaluating friendships, about evaluating fake friends, about untrue friends. And like I said, if someone laughs about your relative passing, that's not a true friend. That's actually a fake friend. Because they don't care. They just think it's all fun and games about your relative passing when it's all sad and depressing. And I mean, I'm not saying that we're all gonna live, because we're all gonna die eventually. I mean, every day we're not getting any younger. But my dad died at a very young age, 47 years old. He had so much potential. He could have moved up in the company he worked for, because I don't know if you guys know, but UPS and FedEx are basically rivals. I mean, we basically compete to see who can deliver the most packages a year. And where I work in an airport where I've been working for the past 5 months. It's we can already tell who has the upper hand. It's FedEx, because they have more planes than we do. They have more trailers than we do. I mean, there's like so many branches of FedEx. And there's only one branch of UPS. But like my dad could have moved up in UPS or could have moved up in FedEx. Could have been making more money than just driving trucks. But I mean, he never got to live to 50 years old. And like I said, if your friends laugh about that, about you losing a loved one, they're not true friends. Cause like when I told my friend Double about my dad's passing, I could tell he felt sympathy for me. Cause like he honestly apologized about my dad's passing. My friend Red, same thing. Told my friend Matthew, told my friend Freddie, like I told all my friends I went to high school if I lost my dad, and they all felt sympathy for me. When I told Caitlin, Adam, KTG, and Kirk, and Mike, they all just laughed. Like it was a big joke. Like I said, Caitlin, Adam, if you're watching this, when you lose a loved one, contact me about it. I'm not gonna feel any sympathy for you because you had to. When I told you my dad was dying from liver failure, you thought it was a big joke. When you lose a loved one, telling me about it, I'm gonna do exactly what you did to me. Laugh. I'm not gonna feel any sympathy. I'm like, I told some of my friends on Facebook. They even felt sympathy for me. But like fake friends is real, guys. It's out there. That's why when I'm recording, you always ask me if they are actually loyal to me. Right, Red? And when they lie, you hear me ask them, how do you cheer me up when I'm down? Or some joke that's serious. And if they laugh about it and then tell you the serious answer, then they're not real friends. They say duh and then tell you the real answer, they're not real friends. They're just basically telling you lies. It's basically what they're telling you, and then they give you the full truth. Like shortly after my dad's passing, shortly after my dad's passing, after I found out that he passed from work, or after he passed away, I asked my boss at my old job if I can have 2 days off, a Wednesday and a Thursday. He gave me a Friday, actually I can't remember if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, but he gave me 3 days off instead of my original 2 I requested. And gave me pay for it. When I told some of my friends that I was in the party with, I just mentioned, they just laughed like it was a big joke, and they said, I'm sorry to hear that. And I mean, I still have stuff that reminds me of my dad. Like pictures. I still have some of his stuff hanging up in my room, like this thing right here, this poster right here, this was my dad's. I have a poster right here, also my dad's. It's a Ford V8, it's the 1938 or 1939 Ford V8 trucks. Porcelain sign, that was my dad's. I have my dad's deer box on my dresser. That was his. I still have some of his hats and stuff in there. I have his best picture hang up on my wall. Like some of the stuff that's his, I have on my wall, and people think it's a big deal. Like people think it's a fun game joke about losing loved ones. It's not. Because the ones that you love the most give you the best advice, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's been told that either. I'm pretty sure Jake's family told him that. Is that true, Jake? Did they tell you that too? Like, the main, ones you love the most give you the best advice. Like, I love my mom, but like, there's some stuff I just can't tell her. And like, I told my dad about, like, I asked my dad one day about fake friends, and he told me that they were out there, that he had numerous that were in his life that he thought were loyal to him. Never were loyal to him. They just act like they were. And that's when he got the strings to him. And I asked my mom about it. She said the same thing. And like, I can give you a good example with my mom. Her old friend back in Mount Vernon, Illinois, was where I'm from. She met a friend, and they were good friends for a while, but
Where you're from, Illinois?
well,
Not time double.
well, right now it's definitely not time.
Shut up.
I'll tell you about it later. Like, my mom's friend, she met there. There was one day she lied about, there's one day she lied where my mom was. Said that they were out partying, drinking, everything. When, all reality, my mom was at her father's house, because we were at my grandparents' house visiting, and my mom was there at that night. And she claimed that they were out drinking, partying, having a good time, and that's when my mom cut her, because she knew she wasn't a good friend. Just let her go. When I see her, and she, like, I saw her one day, she tried saying something to me, I just put it's like, I usually, because I know you guys never see me without them, but I know you guys never see me with them, but what I usually do is I usually have earbuds around my neck, on the inside of my shirt. Turn around and go the other way, because, I mean, they're not real friends. After a year or two, they will try to be all buddy saying they changed, but when you ask them, like, you could just take one look at them and realize they have not changed one bit. Like, there's a good example. I had a friend, well, I had an old friend that said that he was there for whenever I needed him. And technically, it wasn't even an old friend. It was my own father. Told my mom before I was even born, if I need him, he'll be there for me. So as I was born, said he didn't want to be a father anymore, just straight up left.
Dang, I'm sorry about that. I really am.
And that's how I knew he wasn't gonna be a good parent. And some of these people on PS4 and even real life asking me, be like, hey Zach, are you gonna be like all these other fathers just leave your kid after they're born? No, I want to see them grow. Like, if I have a daughter, I want to walk her down the aisle when she gets married. I feel sorry for my sister, because after we lost my dad, who's gonna walk her down the aisle now? Because my dad even told my sister the same thing I'm telling you guys about what I had experienced. And I know you're tired of hearing me ramble on, but this is no joke, guys. This is real. That's why I always evaluate my friendship with all my friends on PS4 in real life, off the PS4, because I know somewhere in that entire group there's that one person who claims they're loyal, but in all reality, they're really not. They may say they are, but they're not. And like my dad, I mean, he was a good man, gave me a lot of good advice. But he, like I said, he died too young, and people laughed about it, saying, oh, because back then, back in like the 18-something, 47 was an old age for a man back then. These days, we consider old as like 80, like 70, 80, 90, or even 100. And most people may think it's a big joke about someone 47 dying because they think it's all fun games, but it's not. And I mean, I remember adding 2 people.
Mhm.
My friend Red and my friend Double. Because I don't know if they felt any loss from loved one in their family, but I'm pretty sure they have at one point.
I lost my
I've lost my grandfather, or great grandfather, great grandma.
I lost my uncle who was in the military.
I've lost. That's why I actually felt sympathy.
Same.
And
I lost my uncle who was in the military.
I mean, those are not the only people I've lost, guys. Like, before I even met all my friends, before they even came up with PS4, like,